Mic check. Number 2.
Brother, would you pray for me?
Next thing you know, you ain't talk to none of your family members. You ain't talk to your brother, you ain't talk to your sister, you ain't talk to your mommy or daddy, whatever, however it went, whatever you fought with, whatever. And y'all were raised up together all your life. The next thing you know, you ain't even your own people. 5, 10, 15 years, 20 years. Some people did 30, all that. Over some petty bull. Man, look, what I was trying to say is, say they pass away. You know what I mean? What happens? With everybody. We all say the same. We go through that shoulda, coulda stage, you know, the regret and a whole bunch of others. You know what I mean? To where the guilt trip is the hardest one. You know what I mean? Because when they're gone, you know, you can't fix that no more. You can't try again. You can't make men's meet. You can't apologize. You can't ask for forgiveness. None of that. It's just gonna stay stuck on you, and you're gonna have to fight that and bear with that the rest of your life. Like, say you couldn't talk to, but until you can say well, cry fully, you know, you gain your conscience and all that, you can always respond. You'll know, you'll make peace later on as time goes on. You know, like I was telling a lot of people, and I taught this a lot to a lot about it. With a lot of people. You know that old saying where they say, "Oh, time heals," right? Julie, how you doing? Much love and stuff. Always say, time heals. Well, really, the truth. Time don't really heal. It does for like cuts. How you doing, Miss Love? Time don't really. The truth is, man, about that saying, you really adapt. That's what it is. As time goes by, you adapt. You know what I mean? So as you're adapting, you end up healing. And while you healing, well, really what happened is that you adapted with that was actually holding you back. And actually hurting you, you know, that was one of your battles and trials and tribulations. Like, for example, a heartbreak or whatever, relationship, whatever. As time went on, you finally got over it. You know what I mean? You faced your fear, you faced yourself, you healed yourself, you went within. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Thank you very much. You know, I always appreciate and deeply love your support, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, as time goes on, you adapted with that pain, you adapted with that trauma, you adapted with that hurt, that heartbreak. You adapted to whatever the challenge was, you know what I mean? And as that time went on, the reason why that old saying is kind of like, it hits hard because the time, people think like, oh, I'm gonna get healed, the time's gonna heal me no matter what, whatever. About 30 years can go by, and if you're still tripping and haven't healed within, and you still letting that be a barrier on your life, 30 years went by, you feel me? All that time went by. What people get mistaken on is when they say, man, time heals, they think time is just gonna heal them. You feel me? Like, time went by and bam, healed. Nah, bro.
I was posted up for them long days in the dugout. It's my dope ways and control now.